What is up, YouTube? This is like the 5th or 6th time that I've tried to record this video, so hopefully it goes a little bit better. Sorry for the lighting. It's dark. I'm filming this at like now 10 o'clock after 6 times of trying to shoot this video. Today I'm going to be bringing you another DVD/Blu-ray Pickups video, and I've got a lot of stuff here, and so it's been really hard to get this all done in one take like all my other videos, because I really don't want to have to cut things together. So, I've got about 8 Blu-rays, some steelbooks, and a bunch of DVDs. So, let's just try to get into it. For those of you who haven't watched my videos before, I try to respond to all my comments, so if you have any recommendations for movies, or have any suggestions, or any thoughts about anything I picked up, I try to watch everything I get. In terms of movies, at least, I try to watch them all. And TV shows, I'm kind of, got to work through them, but I try to watch all my movies that I get, so let's just get right into it. Let's go DVDs first, because I have more of those, and then we'll go to Blu-rays. So, the first movie that I picked up from my local used store, and I picked up Mr. Brooks. I got this for 99 cents, so it was a really good deal, and I couldn't pass it up, but yeah, I picked this up from my local used store. So for those of you who don't know, my local used store that I used to go to, I was visiting my parents, so I went there and got this from my old local used store. It gets a lot of Canadian releases, and I didn't realize that this was a Canadian release until I got home. That's just because we're kind of close to Canada, so get a lot of Canadian releases, which is it's cool, but yeah, I didn't realize this was a Canadian release. It's the Canadian release of Mr. Brooks. It's got French and English descriptions on the back. On the back here it says in French, on the bottom that the special features are not in English. Or no, they're not in French. No, it says English only. My bad. My French, not that great. But it says it's in English only, and they're not rated. So all the special features are in English, but it's got a couple good special features on the back here. And this is a really good horror movie. I've been trying to build up my horror movie collection a little bit, especially since it's October and everything. It's about a serial killer from the perspective of a serial killer, which is really cool. It's not a great movie that I've been like, really dying to own or anything, but it's one I enjoyed, and it's one that I'm glad to add to the collection. So, really cool. Definitely worth checking out, especially for that price. So, happy to have that in the collection. The next one I picked up was another one from my local used store, and that is Dracula 2000. I picked this one up because I just had finished the Scream collection and wanted to watch some more Wes Craven stuff. I know I've already seen this one, but it's a good one and I didn't own it yet, so I had to pick it up. And I had actually two options. I had this release or the modern DVD release, and they had both of them, and they were both the same price, but this original release, because this is the original release version, has way more special features on the back, and it's just got a lot more special features. Like, it has storyboards on it, and it's also got extended scenes with commentary, and it also has deleted scenes with commentary, and I believe the only thing that was on the new release was it just had the deleted scenes, no commentary, and just had the extended scenes. It didn't have the storyboards, auditions, behind the scenes, or any of that. It comes with the auditions, which is crazy. So I'm really excited to get that. It's got a boatload of special features. It's a really good horror movie. If you like Dracula and you wanted like a more modern take, and you're a fan of Wes Craven, I mean, that's pretty much the demographic for this, I guess. It's not like a masterpiece film. I mean, it's entertaining, and I really like it, so wanted to pick that one up. The next one I picked up was one that was brand new from the $5 bin at Walmart. So I picked up one of my favorite Jim Carrey comedies, and it's not super popular, but it's definitely one of my favorite Jim Carrey comedies, and that is The Cable Guy. Now, this is a really dark, well, not super dark, but it's a dark comedy about a cable technician, and he kind of becomes like a stalker, and it's really, really cool. It's got a lot of 90s charm to it. It was filmed in the 90s, and it's got a lot of outdated, references and stuff, which kind of gives it that 90s charm that I like. And it's one that I've been wanting to get for a while. I've been waiting to see if they reprint the Blu-ray, but it doesn't seem like they're going to, and it's incredibly expensive in the United States, and I don't feel like importing one, so I just picked up especially for $5, you can't really blame me for $5. So I picked up the DVD for $5. Now on the back it doesn't say that there's any special features or anything, so I don't know if there's any special features, and I haven't actually popped this one in yet, but hopefully there's at least a couple special features on here. I'm just happy to own the movie in general, and it's a great movie, so yeah. I've been less picky about picking up things in Blu-ray, and I've actually just been more worried about getting things in physical copies ever since the recent situation for where I live. For those of you who don't know, in my where I live right now, there's very few places to buy physical movies anymore. My Best Buy doesn't sell them anymore. We don't even have a Target. And it's not like I live in a small city. I live in a medium-sized city, and there's, like I said, the Best Buy doesn't sell movies anymore, other than Best Buy exclusive steelbooks and whatnot. They do sell those still. But other than new releases and Best Buy exclusives, there's nothing. So there's not, I would never have found the cable guy at my local Best Buy. Our local used store went out of business about a month ago, so the only place I can get used movies is Family Video, and that's kind of, I mean, you can get really good deals there, but you don't always get everything that the movie's supposed to come with, and the quality with the stickers that they use, it could be kind of difficult to get them off, but yeah. So I've just been more concerned about getting as much of the movies that I want in physical media rather than picking a format right now. So anyways, back to my pickups here. This one has been one I've been eyeing for quite a long time. I picked up seasons 1 through 5 of South Park. I got this for $8 at my local used store. I saw this today and I was like, I've been looking at this at Walmart for $30 being like, oh, that's such a good deal, I want to get that. Seeing it for $8 at my local used store was insane. I was like, oh, I have to buy it now. And they actually had two versions of it. They had the slimline version and they had the bigger case version. I picked the slimline version even though it's got one downside to the bigger version, just because it saves space for me. And the only downside is this DVD spindle is actually not held in by anything. It's just a clamshell that holds the spindle. It's not really that big of a deal because it's a really nice case. It's really thick and really durable. It's just not actually held in there. But once it's in there, it's kind of just like the perfect size. So I'm not too concerned about it. I'm just happy to own it. And especially in such just a small size, it's a great pickup. And for that price, could not pick it up. So really happy to finally own South Park 1 through 5. I've been watching this show for a long time, since high school, and I just never have owned any of it on physical format. So really happy to have that. Alright, the next thing I picked up is something that I didn't actually mean to be picking up so soon. Right Stuff sent me an email about a deal that was too good to not use. They had a buy 5 Gundam DVDs for $50 total. That is insane. For those of you who don't follow Gundam or aren't anime fans or anything like that, let me put it into perspective for you. The publisher for Gundam DVDs is Right Stuff, and normally they sell their DVDs for about $34 for one half of the entire TV show is normally what they go for. So 5 DVDs for $10 a piece is a crazy deal. Of course they're not Blu-rays, which some of these are available in Blu-ray, but the fact that I could get them for that cheap at all is crazy to me, so I just jumped on it. So I picked up a bunch of different stuff, so I got 5 DVDs from that sale. So I picked up part 1 and part 2 of After War Gundam X. I have been meaning to watch this. I've seen the first episode of it at a con, and I fell in love with that series. I love the 90s Gundam so much. And I have been meaning to pick this up. I just never really got around to it, and now that it finally went on sale, and the fact that this doesn't even have a Blu-ray release makes it even more enticing for that sale. I had to get it. I just really had to get it. I love the artist behind this series and Gundam Wing, so I'm super excited to check this out, and it's my favorite era of Gundam, so I can't not watch this, and super happy to own it. Like I said, I haven't seen that one yet, but I'm really happy to have it. Now the next one I picked up was the complete series of another Gundam, so I picked up 2, that was the complete series of Gundam X, and now this is the complete series of the next one. And that is, I picked up part 1 of Gundam Age, Part 2 of Gundam Age, and finally, Gundam Age Memory of Eden. So this is the whole series here. I got both parts of the show and the OVA. Now, I haven't actually finished this show, but I've watched a lot of it. I watched this as it was coming out, being fan-dubbed from Japan, because at that time Bandai had stopped publishing things in the United States, and so I didn't really have any qualms with watching a fan dub because I knew it probably was never going to come to the US. But little did I know, 5 years later they'd finally start bringing that stuff out. So I finally picked this up. This is actually a relatively new release, and I'm really happy to get it because I've wanted to finish this. I got through like 37 episodes of Gundam Age before the fan dub that I was watching got shut down, so I never really finished it. So I only got to the very start of, I can't remember this guy's name, this kid's arc, because there's 3 arcs. You have Flit, then you've got, I can't remember what the blonde one's name is, and then you have his. And I only got through Flit's and this guy's, and they were both really good. I had never really got into the final arc here. So happy to finally get those and finish up this series. I'm probably going to watch them all from the beginning, and I'm interested to see what this OVA is about. It looks like it takes place during the 2nd arc, so that'll be fun. And this is such a great deal. I could not stand to pass that one up. So really happy to own that. I'm a huge Gundam fan, so if you guys are Gundam fans, let me know in the comment box below. This is a huge deal to me. I'm so happy that that sale went on because I love Gundam. Alright, so the next stuff we'll go through is Blu-rays. I've got 5 normal Blu-rays and then 3 collector's edition steelbooks, so got various different stuff for Blu-rays. I got a lot of mix and mash stuff, so first one I picked up today. Got this from the bargain bin for $6 at Best Buy in my parents' city, so this is one that I really like. It's not like a super popular movie or anything, but it's a classic. I think it's a classic B movie. And that is Demolition Man with Sylvester Stallone, Wesley Snipes, and Sandra Bullock. It's a classic sci-fi movie. I don't know. It's really cheesy, but it's cheesy in a good way. And I love this movie, and the fact that the Blu-ray is so cheap, I could not get it. It's also got some it's got some special features on the back here. Not a lot. Just got some commentary and a theatrical trailer, so that's kind of nice. It's got some special features. It's not a bare bones release. But happy to actually own Demolition Man. And on Blu-ray is kind of cool too. I really wouldn't have minded getting it on DVD, but the Blu-ray was so cheap it doesn't really matter. And yeah, I'm happy to finally own that. I used to only watch that as it aired on TV. Alright, so the next one I got was a blind buy for me. And I just watched this 2 days ago. And I'm actually really happy with this. So I picked up Fantastic Voyage, and this was also in that Best Buy bargain bin. Got this for $6 as well. And I had never seen Fantastic Voyage. Now that I've watched it though, I understand that there's a lot of references to this movie out there, and it's actually a decent movie. I wouldn't say it's like a super great movie. I almost said fantastic. It's not a super great movie or anything, but it's entertaining and definitely worth owning. It's a classic, and I think the acting is really well done. I just don't think the story was that enticing or very interesting. I feel like the story was very bland, and I think they could have taken it a lot better, taken it a lot further than they did, which is, I don't know if that's a product of the time or just budget constraints, because they spent a lot of money on special effects in this movie. So special effects are really good and very interesting to watch. Now, on the back here it has black and white screenshots, but this movie is in color, so I'm not sure if this was originally a black and white release and then they colorized it, or if this is a color version and they just have black and white pictures on the back. So I don't know, you guys let me know about that. It's got a lot of good special features, so that's kind of cool, but this was a blind buy for me, and I'm really happy to own it. Alright, so the next one I got is another blind buy, but I haven't seen this one yet. And that is Under the Skin with Scarlett Johansson. Now, I picked this one up because it's a sci-fi movie, and it's by A24. And everything I've seen published by A24 has been phenomenal. They do so good with what they publish. Pretty much any movie I've seen published by them so far has been phenomenal, and I've loved it. It Follows, I believe, is published by them. No, that's Anchor Bay. Huh. I thought that was A24. I guess that's Anchor Bay. Well, anyways, Ex Machina, Annihilation. There was one other that I watched recently by them, and it was really good too. But I'm a really big fan of what they put out there, and so I figured this is another sci-fi one, and I'm a really big fan of sci-fi, and I'm a fan of what they've done so far, so I figured why not check another one out by that studio. Plus it's got Scarlett Johansson in it, and she's a really good actress. So, yeah, it's also got some good special features on the back here, such as a making of special feature. It says 1080p is a special feature. That's just a format, guys. Same with widescreen. So it's only got one special feature, but it has like six bullet points here. So the only real special feature, according to the back, is a making of documentary, which is fine because, you know, it is probably a smaller release. But really happy to own that. Can't wait to actually watch that one. I don't know when I want to do that. This next one is another blind buy, and I've actually wanted to watch this one for quite a while, and that is A Million Ways to Die in the West with Seth MacFarlane, Liam Neeson, and what is her name? I forgot what her name was. Is that Amanda Seyfried? I don't know. I'm really bad with names, so you're gonna have to forgive me on that one. But this is supposed to be a comedy in the Wild West, and I'm a really big fan of Seth MacFarlane's, a lot of his stuff that he's put out there. I really want to watch The Orville, and I'm a fan of Family Guy. At least I was a fan of older Family Guy. A lot of the newer stuff is kind of, you know, degraded in quality. American Dad's hilarious, though. But I wanted to check this one out just because Liam Neeson's in it, and I heard he uses his Irish accent. So I thought that might be interesting, and I'm just really happy to own this. Probably going to watch this after I film this video, to be completely honest with you. So happy to have that one on Blu-ray. Now this next one is one I have seen, and I really, really like this edition. It's not a movie that I've actually been, you know, really want. Actually, I don't know. I've wanted this movie, but I haven't really been looking for it. I got this Blu-ray for $5, so, and it's from Walmart, and it's this cool special edition. It's The Crow. This is also kind of like part of the Halloween theme, I suppose, but it's got this cool VHS edition, and I absolutely love this because I really, really miss the way that the VHS boxes were. For those of you who didn't grow up around the time with VHSs, the paper boxes, I don't know, they just had a real charm and a real character to them that it was never really captured by DVD or Blu-ray. But this is a really good attempt at it. It's got, you know, different stickers on there, like the action drama stickers that a lot of places used to have to categorize their movies. You've got you kind of can see the back of the VHS here and the front of the VHS here. It kind of makes it look like a rental. And I don't know, it definitely hits that charm of the VHS box. It's a great slipcover, but unfortunately it's only on the slipcover. The inside is just the normal release. So you just have the normal release with the normal special features on here. But it's a good movie. I got it for $5 and it has a cool slipcover, so definitely excited to get that one. It's a good hero movie. I guess it would be anti-hero, wouldn't it? But it's a good movie. I really enjoy it. It's not, you know, like 5-star amazing masterpiece, but it's a good movie and I enjoy it, and definitely worth watching. So let's get on to the special edition. So I've got 3 special edition steelbooks here. So let me grab those, because I put those off to the side. Alright, and so let's just get right into them. The first one I picked up is one that probably everybody who collects physical media has picked up already, and that is Solo, a Star Wars story. I own every Star Wars, so I had to pick this up basically. This is the 4K steelbook. They're not doing Blu-ray steelbooks anymore. Kind of figured that was going to be the case when The Last Jedi came out, so picked this one up. And it's a good release. I really like this. The only downside is my Blu-ray came scratched. I put it in for the first time to watch it, and there's actually a circular scratch on my disc. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but it's right there at the top. So it skips, and it skips right at the part when the train heist is going. So it's kind of like a big adrenaline moment, and it skips right there. I never skipped after that. It was only like a 10-second skip, but it's just enough to be annoying. So I'm kind of disappointed at that. I might replace that. I might just get another copy of Solo. But for now I'll be okay because I have the digital copy and I can watch the digital copy. I also have the 4K copy, but I don't have a 4K player yet, but it's a really beautiful steelbook. This regardless of what you think about the movie, this steelbook is beautiful. Look at that. Look at that Millennium Falcon. Absolutely gorgeous. You have a nice picture on the back here of the crew. And the inside, you have, I'm not going to take all the stuff out, but you have the inside of the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon going at light speed. So, really awesome steelbook. Extremely happy to get it and finish my collection of Star Wars stuff for now. The next one I picked up is one that I absolutely had to get because it's my favorite. It's one of my favorite superheroes, and that is Deadpool 2. This, I want to say a couple things about this steelbook. First off, this steelbook has a ton of charm to it, and I absolutely love the charm of this steelbook. It has that hand-drawn Deadpool look, which I absolutely love. You've got some jokes here on the back, and it's red. I love the color red. It's a 4K steelbook. It has a ton of special features. It's got two releases of the movie, and it's not even just like you know, oh yeah, we packed two onto one disc so you don't get any special features. You've got a whole release for the uncut version and one disc, and then you've got a whole nother disc with the normal theatrical cut and all the special features. And that's on 2 different Blu-rays, and you have the same thing for 4K. You've got 4 discs in here. It's crazy. But what I'm really happy about is, see this? This is what every single steelbook needs. Right here, a slipcover, a plastic slipcover, so you don't scratch up your movies. Whoever thought of this, I love you. You need a promotion. This is ridiculous because I only have 2 steelbooks that have slipcovers. That's No Country for Old Men, and that's a UK import, and this is the only US steelbook that I have that has a slipcover. And I'm so happy it does, so I don't scratch this thing up. I absolutely love this steelbook. It's a great release. Anybody who likes Deadpool should get this version. This is the best version. Absolutely fantastic movie, by the way. I love that. This last collector's edition I picked up is actually a blind buy. I got this for like $10, and it's a steelbook. And I've heard good things about it, and I've seen a lot of memes about it. And it's a sci-fi movie, and I'm a big sci-fi fan. And I've heard nothing but good things about it. It's a really popular movie. And that is The Fifth Element. So I've never watched this, but I see it all over the place, and I hear nothing but good things. And I love sci-fi, so I don't know how I haven't seen it yet, but I have it now, and I'll watch it soon. This steelbook is also beautiful. Look at this. Look at this artwork. It's great. Look at the back. Amazing artwork. Now, this is one downside to it is the artwork, there is none on the inside, but it's not plain silver, so it's not too terrible. Some downsides to this release, though. This is the bare bones release of the Blu-ray, just stuck in a steelbook, so you only have the trivia as a special feature. Another downside, no digital copy, so that kind of sucks. Also, no DVD. So this is like a bare bones release in a steelbook case. They also had a normal Blu-ray release that had a ton more special features on it. But and it was the same price. So I was basically choosing between a really cool steelbook or a bunch of special features. And so I made the tough decision and went with the steelbook. Depending on how much I like this movie, I may get the other release eventually, just for the special features. For now, this will do. And this basically concludes my pickups. So I got a ton of stuff, as you can tell. So let's do a little bit of an overview. Here are my normal Blu-ray pickups. Don't know if you can read those. Here are some of my normal DVD pickups. Here's the last DVD pickup thing. And then you just saw my steelbook, so I won't go over those again. So let me know what you guys think in the comment box below of the movies I picked up. What movies did you pick up recently? Do you like any of the movies that I picked up? I've seen most of the movies. I'm working through them. I've actually been watching the DC universe, so that's been really interesting. Batman Should Have Kills People. Interesting. But yeah, I'm really happy with everything I got, and I actually got most of it at a really, really good deal, which makes me happy. It makes my wallet happy. But yeah, I needed to get that out of the way because I had a huge backlog piled up. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching and sticking through this whole video. If you did, you guys are awesome. You get a thumbs up. And let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.